In this installment, we're going to be going over the NBA playoff bet slate for Tuesday, April 30th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our April 30th NBA playoff bet slate we got going on. But before I deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetsJetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about the Patreon. Right now, we're at the YouTube channel homepage, currently at 4.77 thousand subscribers. Our next goal is 10K, and thanks to you guys, we are at a very good pace right now. Continue to show love and support. If you're already subscribed, like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm reach a broader audience. And if you're not subscribed as of right now, you're missing out. Go ahead and join the community that we're building on YouTube and on Patreon right this instant. All right, if you guys want the premium picks, then you sign up for that Patreon link provided down below. First game up for the Tuesday slate, we got the Philadelphia 76ers going against the New York Knicks, 2 versus 7 matchup. Currently, the Knicks are up 3-1 in the series, looking to close out the 76ers in Game 5. Absolutely insane Game 4 that we witnessed. Looking at the current odds, Knicks minus 175 on the money line with the comeback of the 76ers at a plus 145. Point spread at a 3.5 on both sides, and the total set at 204.5. For the public bet percentage, 82% of the bets, 86% of the money, all over the New York Knicks here, thinking it's over. For the point spread, 68% of the bets, 67% of the money on the 76ers to cover this spread. And for the total, 204.5, 95% of the bets, 94% of the money on the over 204.5. The injury report is fascinating for this game on Tuesday here for the 76ers. The first thing here is Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is currently questionable as of right now, okay? With the left knee injury maintenance. That's what they're calling it. Left knee injury recovery, to be exact. So, we have to wait on news. This line here, this game is like a total wait until we find out who is in or out, all right? For the Knicks injury report, Bojan Bogdanovic is out. Mitchell Robinson is questionable to play. And then the big news here, Jalen Brunson, this was just announced a couple minutes ago. He has a right knee contusion and is currently questionable for the game on Tuesday. He popped up on the injury report with a knee injury after dropping 47 points. It doesn't appear like he's likely to miss, but it is a shocker that he did pop up on the injury report. All right, so wait on news. Pretty much as of right now, I would be leaning towards the points of the 76ers. All right. As of right now, I would take the points of the 76ers, especially if, God forbid, Brunson is out. We don't know yet, all right? We don't know yet, but what did move on the point spread, this line opened up at a 4.5 and then moved to a 3.5, despite the fact the majority of the money, 82% of the bets and 86% of the money on that money line, you think that money line would have went higher, but the point spread shrunk from 4.5 to 3.5. So it's going to be interesting to see. Watch that point spread if it gets closer to even coming Tuesday right before the tip. All right, so definitely watch that as of right now. I'm going to post. I'm going to post for this. When I get more information on who's in or out, I'm going to post who I like for the point spread and the total points officially. But as of right now, I want to be safe. Just give me the point spread of the 76ers here. And a confirmation on that will come later. Next up, we have the Orlando Magic going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers here in the 4-5 matchup. So far in this series, the home team has dominated in Cleveland and in Orlando here. Looking at the current odds, minus 190 on the money line for the Cleveland Cavaliers. with the comeback of the Orlando Magic at a plus 155. The current point spread is at a 4.5, and the total is at 200. All right. So looking at the public bet percentage here, we have 81% of the bets, 72% of the money on the Cavaliers money line. For the point spread, very public is heavy on the Orlando Magic here. 84% of the bets, 83% of the money on the Magic to cover the 4.5. And for the total here, we have 92% of the bets, 90% of the money on the over 200, which a lot of these games have not gone over. This has been an under matchup here between these particular two teams that are very good defensively. So it's just a shocker to see that it's very heavily on the over in this particular matchup. The injury report here, Orlando Magic, clean slate here, and the Cleveland Cavaliers, a clean slate. So for these two teams, I believe that this trend continues here going into Game 5 with the home team being dominant. Cleveland Cavaliers not showing at all in 2 consecutive games. Wasn't alarming. It's just because that these two teams are very dominant at home. Either side. So we got the Cleveland Cavaliers in a major double bounce back spot here because they did not show up in Game 3 or Game 4. I really like the money line here for the Cleveland Cavaliers at that minus 190. I wouldn't want to get too cute with the point spread, especially since the money line is a very low money line under 200. So I wouldn't mind just taking the money line, using it as a parlay piece, or just leaving it as is. And for the total, I would continue with the under in this game. Well, in this series, we've seen it time in and time out. Either poor shooting or just very, very good defense we've seen on both sides here with these two teams. I like the under 200.5 in this one. Before we get into the Pacers and the Bucks, I did get an update on Jalen Brunson here. So far, they're listing him as probable, but he did pop up on the injury report. All right, so they're just clarifying there a little bit. He is expected to play. So for that game, we are literally just waiting on news on Joel Embiid. All right, so I will not make a decision until I get confirmation on if Joel Embiid is in or out. All right, despite the fact I understand how bullish everyone is, thinking that some of these series are over, but you got to wait on news. You never know, okay? You never know. And I will be posting my decision in that comment section, okay? So for the Indianapolis Pacers here, going against the Milwaukee Bucks in game number 5 here, the 3-6 matchup. We're looking at the odds here. Pacers are a road favorite at a minus 175 on the money line, with the comeback of the Milwaukee Bucks at a plus 145. The point spread is at a 3.5 on both sides, and the total is set at 216.5 yet again. All right, so for the public bet percentage, 69% of the bets, 78% of the money towards the Pacers. For the point spread, 74% and 74% of the money and bets on the Pacers to cover. For the total points here, 95% of the bets, 97% of the money towards the over 216.5. All right, for the injury report, it's mainly the Milwaukee Bucks. We already understand and know. I'm going to bring it to you right here. Damian Lillard is doubtful for the game on Tuesday, and Giannis is listed as doubtful. So those are two major hits there. Obviously, Bobby Portis should be back in this game for game number 5. That's the one positive you got for the Milwaukee Bucks here. But coming into game 5 here, I really believe that Indiana really puts the Milwaukee Bucks out of the misery here and finish this series. They came into this series with some hopes, but the injuries lingered. They thought they can hold on with Dame Lillard, at least for the majority of the series, but he winds up getting injured. It is just too much to handle right now. The Pacers obviously are the healthier team, and they are taking full advantage of that. I like the Pacers on the money line here at the minus 175. I would imagine that they cover it, but I wouldn't want to play with that. Just give me the win in these type of scenarios. If they want to play down to their opponent and it gets a little bit ugly late, so just give me the win of the Pacers. And I think the best bet on this particular game here is the over 216.5. We expect an expired Milwaukee Bucks team to stay really relevant throughout the game. They did in Indiana before losing control at the late second half. So with the supporting cast of the Milwaukee Bucks at home, they tend to play better, shoot better. So I definitely expect the over 216.5. That's going to be the one I love the most with the best value, the over. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in that comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree on some of the plays that I'm going with in the Tuesday slate? Do you have any props that you want to bring up for the games that we got going on as well? Let me know in that comment section down below. And I'll be back with another video very soon. And remember, if you want the premium plays, you sign up for that Patreon link provided down below. We're going to get hot and cooking again. All right. Don't forget about that. Peace out.